Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Nerdicane doing another video. I have passed 200 subscribers. Thank you, everybody. I will get more videos coming out soon. I am looking for a job right now. I'm almost done with school, and I've kind of turned up the heat on the getting the job thing because Daddy's tired of living off savings, to be honest. So that's what I've been doing. That's why I haven't had a whole lot of videos out, but I will get back on schedule. Thank you to everybody who's subscribed. I didn't really know what I was going to do. I hadn't had anything. I hadn't put a whole lot of thought into the whole Comicsgate movement. And then my boy, Edwin Boyette, he posts up on Twitter, Mark Waid, live, Nerdist, talking. I couldn't believe it. It was like a bolt from heaven. It was just, oh my goodness. Nerdist, that was, I thought, actually, you know what? I thought Nerdist was better than that. But then I remembered that through the accusations against Chris Hardwick, they basically threw him under the bus before finding out anything actually about it. So I had the wrong impression of Nerdist. Nerdist isn't really interested in finding out the truth. They're interested in protecting themselves and their position. So it doesn't surprise me that there's not a fair shake. They're never going to ask Diversity in Comics to go do a live stream, anything. And let's make no mistake about it. You know, Mark Waid talked about he's not begging, for funds. This whole thing, this was a begging sandwich. He sandwiched it in between talking about Superman, which he hasn't written Superman in a very long time. He hasn't written, I think that Kingdom Come was probably the best thing that he's ever written. And that was like 20 years ago. And then he talked about this other project he has coming up he's mentoring young writers. If you want to see what it's like to get into business with Mark Waid, I can point you to who to ask about that. So to any young writers, I probably wouldn't get mixed in with Mark Waid. He's got a bit of a temper from what I hear. But yeah, this was a begging sandwich. The meat of this interview was the most one-sided thing I've ever seen. They talked a little about the lawsuit, and as I'm sure instructed by Mark Zaid, who is definitely not Mark Waid in disguise, as instructed, instead of talking about what happened, they kind of twist it, and I think that's their angle. I think that's the angle that they're going to go for. They're going to try to twist the whole thing to maybe make it seem like Diversity in Comics deserved it because he's a serial harasser of women and minorities. Here's the thing. Go watch his videos. You'll find out that he's a serial harasser of people who have no business in the comic book industry right now. That's who he's a serial harasser of. That's who all of us... That's the whole thing about Comicsgate. And he did the Comicsgate is... And I'll probably do another video about it. I'm kind of energized now about this. So, that's who catches hell from Comicsgate. If you're somebody who has no business in comics, if you're just using it as a personal soapbox for your platform, oh, there's a pussy hat. Oh my God, this thing looks so ridiculous. The pussy hat is like wearing a dead meme on your head. That's what the pussy hat is. But anyway, getting back to what we were talking about. Yeah, this was basically begging while not begging. I mean, he must have mentioned, I think he mentioned his GoFundMe like 3 times. He says, I'm not a wealthy person. You live in Santa Monica, Mark. You have an exclusive deal with Marvel and you've had it for years. You're kind of a wealthy person in comics. But, this was, and it's funny because this was sort of like him shilling for money, him asking for money. But if you go back and look at the comics, I don't know if they're going to, I've posted pictures of the likes to dislikes. I don't know if they're going to post this later. I'd be surprised if they would. This became like an impromptu Comicsgate get-together in the comment section. Umbrella Guy was there. Cecil was there. Malin was there. I recognized a lot of other names in there. I had a good time, just basically calling out. I hope he watches the comments. I hope he reads the comments. Because everybody asked about him harassing Asian owners of Antarctic Press and Alterna, and his laundry list of things that he's done to people in the industry. So that was fun. I do suggest you go find it. That was like out of the blue. It was a lot of fun doing that today. And I know Mark won't, you know, he'll read the comments, but he'll take nothing from it because, you know, he is Mark Waid. He lives in his protected bubble where he is always right. But yeah, that was actually a fun get together. Oh my God, yeah, sorry for the pause. Some bum got in and just basically just walked out in front of my car to beg me, and like Mark Waid. But yeah, that's all I got for this one today. Thanks for watching. That was fun to everybody who was in that chat. Umbrella and everybody else. That was a lot of fun. Let's do that more often. And Nerdist, I'd say I was done watching you, but I haven't watched Nerdist in years. They just became a little too virtuous. They were like, the Nerdists are basically like a slightly more respected Mary Sue, and I really just don't watch Nerdist anymore. They're like a modern Bleeding Cool. But that's all I got for this one. I'm going to post up a lot more pictures on this one. This is a short one. Got to do a little bit of editing. But thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing, everybody. I'm so happy to be over 200 subscribers. And yeah, you guys go have a good day. New comic book day tomorrow.